All right, it's lunchtime. Might be a little after lunch actually. We've been pretty busy today, and I'm in my office now because I have some paperwork that I have to do, and I'm going to take care of that. But I thought that it would be a good time to do another one of Heather's law schools. So today in Heather's law school, what we're going to be discussing is words, because remember, that's what we do. We define our words, our legal words, because you have to know your legal words if you're going to be writing things up, okay? So since I just came back from the legislature and I was there to testify in front of the the Homeland Security Committee, which is where they hear any kind of firearm bills. I went up there to testify on behalf of the people of Tarrant County in order to let them know that we would like to have our constitutional carry rights restored, because there was no reason that they actually took them away. It's very old. It's Jim Crow laws that come out of the Civil War. When the South lost the Civil War, they took away all of the firearms, and they didn't want African American people having, the slaves basically having firearms, so they took away all the people's rights. And we're still trying to fight back because it's not right. We have a Second Amendment that actually, you know, I should get the Second Amendment out. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if we can find it. Let's pause and start this over again. Pause it. Pause. Well, that was crazy. I give away so many constitutions that I actually don't have a constitution in my house right now. So I'm gonna have to go and find another constitution. But these things are available online. And since I'm sitting right here, I thought I would open it up. Text of the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution. Yep, the United States Constitution. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. So those unhinged people that were down at the state legislature this weekend, all they could do is repeat those first 4 words. That's all they had to say. They had nothing, absolutely nothing to back their argument up, except for the Second Amendment reads, a well-regulated militia. That's all they can see. They can't read beyond those 4 words. So what it is saying is that the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And then they were also quoting some of the recent Washington, D.C. The Washington, D.C. cases, the case that is particularly known as Heller, which the Supreme Court held that they could not take away people's firearms because they were not assembled, something of that nature. I've read it. I don't want to go back and read it again. But what I did want to do is, we were talking this morning about assault weapons. Okay, what is an assault weapon? Well, the fact of the matter is there is no assault weapons. It's a made up word. It's a word, it's actually used by the left, I think it is. Yeah, because of the right, the left, yeah. Basically, it's used by liberals to swing it around and make things seem scary. But the fact of the matter is there actually is no word as such as assault weapon, okay? And you know how I know that? Because I looked into my dictionary. Remember the dictionary? Black's Law Dictionary. And if we look under assault, we can see the meaning of the word assault. An intentional, unlawful offer of corporal injury to another by force or force unlawfully directed toward person of another under such circumstances as create a well-founded fear of imminent peril, coupled with apparent present ability to execute attempt if not prevented. Okay, that is the definition, the actual legal definition of assault. Now, there are other definitions. You have aggravated assault, assault with intent to commit manslaughter, assault with intent to commit murder, assault with intent to commit rape, assault with intent to commit robbery. All of these are crimes. We study these in criminal law. These are all crimes, okay? There's also simple assault, but nowhere on here do I see assault weapon. It is not in here. All right, let's go and look a little bit further. If we go into the back of our law dictionary, you can open it up and you will find the word weapon. Okay, so let's find out what it says about a weapon. Okay, an instrument of offense. An instrument of offense. So basically what that means, an offense is an attack, right? It's an offensive measure. Think about football, okay? You have the offense and the defense. The offense are the guys who have the ball. The defense are the defenders defending the ball. It's pretty simple to figure that out, okay? It also says, or defensive combat. So that's interesting. It does say that it is defensive in combat, okay? Which contribute, let's see, or designed to, or anything used or designed to be used in destroying, defeating, or injuring an enemy. Okay, so that's why they're used by the military, right? The military are fighting our enemies. Okay, so let's go and take a little look at, let's see. I wanted to look up another word because it does mention that it is defensive combat. All right, so let's take a look at what actually the definition of combat is. Combat, a forcible encounter between two or more persons, a battle, a duel, trial by battle. Okay, then there's a couple of other, it can be a mutual combat. In other words, it is agreed upon by two parties, is a mutual combat. But it's still a combat. A duel was a mutual combat. Okay? So, if it's used in combat in a defensive fashion, then it is a weapon. Otherwise, it is an offensive weapon. Weapons are used offensively. Okay? So let's take a look at the definition of a firearm. An instrument used in the propulsion of shot, shell, or bullets by the action of gunpowder exploded within it. Then it also says a weapon which acts by force of gunpowder. Okay, so if it is being used in an offensive manner, then it does become a weapon. But it doesn't start out as a weapon. It starts out as a firearm until somebody uses it offensively to commit a crime. So we do not carry weapons because we are not criminals. We carry firearms. We carry sidearms for our own protection. We carry long arms, often used in hunting. That can also become an offensive weapon as we have described, but they don't start out as offensive weapons. They start out as long arms. And as long as we are using them within our lawful rights, which is not to commit crimes with them, then we are carrying firearms. We are not carrying weapons. So that is your law lesson for today. Heather Hill. I am the Sexy Beast Caterer, and I have Texas Microfarms, and we also battle for our rights all the time because the government has intruded on our rights, and that intrusion has included trying to tell you how to eat, trying to tell you what you can do, like with cheese, okay? You have to have so many regulations in order to make cheese. That's just ridiculous. I don't need the government protecting me, and neither do you, because the government can't protect anything as well as we, the people, can. So this is Heather Hill with Texas Microfarms, and that was your law lesson for today, and we are going to get to work now, and we're outie outie. Thank you.